joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. The second chance effort. Empty that time from Leonard.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
It's Powell on the wing. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
He's so deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Leonard. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Allen. Pass to Strus. Now here's Mobley. Here's Allen. Mitchell outside. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Here's Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Now, here's Mitchell. Mobley a screen. Inside. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Mobley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
First team.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
A master at working through contact. Sometimes it seems Harden prefers getting physical on the way up.
And it's Mitchell missing. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. The Clippers in the lead. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. Front of mind tonight, Jarrett Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jarrett is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. Jarrett Allen looming large down low, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Back to Powell. Clippers moving the ball around. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Cavaliers. They get it back. Pass to Zubac. Here's Harden. Goes back up. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Kicks it out to Garland. Good good on the triple.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
Right side, Leonard. Wants to get it to Zubats, and does. And that one is good.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses. Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
He goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter.
Substitution on the court.
50 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Walking foul.
Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And Simmons drops them both. Cavaliers trailing. Hunter down low. No scoring in this one. And the wide open shot from Green. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here.
First personal foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Team foul.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Pass to Jerome. 5 on the clock. Hunter, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Coffey. Here's Jones. Covered by Mobley. He gets it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
10. The Cavaliers. 7.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Now here's Jones. Nothing on the board. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You see the athleticism that Simmons possesses. Excellent job at just knifing his way through those small spaces.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Well, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved, but it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
Now here's Jones. Here's Coffey. An easy 2 points on the layup. Coffey's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
A nice shot by Mobley.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Jones, no one around him. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Mobley is screened. Holds it up there for Mobley. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing lobs his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything you throw up there.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Strus. That one doesn't go. Excellent defense there from Zubats. So, Richard, when you look at Max Strus, what does he provide for this team?
Well, one, he's battle-tested, Kevin. He's a fearless shooter, and he's a guy that can get on a roll and hit clutch shots.
And you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
That one goes in.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Here's Leonard. Good. Kawhi working near the hoop.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
To the middle. Here's Mobley. Pass to Strus. Over Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard with no one around. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. To the paint. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Harden, that's good.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Now, here's Hunter. Hunter, the screen. The drive by Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
Now, Garland. James Harden missing on the three. Oh, Hunter in position. And stolen by Leonard. Up the floor. Simmons inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's Garland. 1:04 left to play here in the second quarter. It's Strus on the wing. Screen by Allen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Zubats.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game. Down low. Kicks it out to Leonard. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers. Mitchell outside. To the inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Clippers leading by 6. Harden outside. Back to Leonard. "17 seconds left to play in the first half. And good that time. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Mobley is screened. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Clippers lead by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Harden outside. He takes it in. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dunn. Cranes it from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 8.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Count that bucket.
Nice job by Allen inside, getting the ball in a good spot and finding a way to execute.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Harden. 7 points in the game. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Harden.
Cavaliers ball.
Just 4 to shoot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
A 3 from Strus. Drills it from outside. Strus has got 6.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Back to Powell. Here's Harden. Makes it off the glass. He's got 9.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, I'm not a system player, I am the system?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Hits it from three-point range.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Over to the wing. Mitchell left side. Kicks it out to Garland. Screen by Allen. The drive by Mobley.
2 minutes remaining.
Garland, that's for 2. Kept alive. Back to Mobley. On the wing, Mitchell. He has 6. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Creating the opportunity, Mitchell makes the right call for this situation.
Pass to Leonard. And then jammed down as he goes right over Evan Mobley.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Pulls up. And here is Strus. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Dunn. And it's Strus with the rebound. At the elbow, it's Allen. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. And he banks in the layup. Allen's got 4 points this quarter. Down low. Here's Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
And this game belongs to Mobley so far, just doing it all on the offensive end.
It's Powell on the wing. Harden outside. The shake. Mobley with the block. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Dunn. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. And it's 6 points for Allen.
Sharing the love. If you get yourself this open, Mitchell will set you up.
On the wing, Mitchell. Mobley is screened. Mitchell up top. Tie game in Los Angeles. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on
39.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Cleveland with it. Garland attacking. Wade. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Outside for Simmons. Back to Leonard. To the paint. Nice move. And Simmons slams it in.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
Now Strus. Here's Hunter. And Jones pulls it down. The Clippers in the lead. Dunn outside. And it's Wade with the rebound. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Outside Leonard. Back to Bogdanovich. Pass to Simmons. Missed inside. It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Trailing by 2. The screen from Thompson. Lets a floater go. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Dunn outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls it from the elbow. Misses off the right iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Out to Thompson. Pass to Jerome. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Both teams will make substitutions. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. Now, they preach the little things in the huddle. They ask their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his third foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. A three. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Screen by Allen. The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within two. And Mitchell drops them both.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Pass to Powell. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Harden. Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's done in the corner. You know what? They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Mitchell outside. Mobley with it. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. To take the lead. Kicks it out to Garland. Mitchell outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Outside Leonard. Good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
The drive by Mitchell. Out left to the wing. Back to Allen. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
For a big, Allen is so fluid, setting a pick and then gracefully rolling into position.
Harden with it. To the middle. It's tipped. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. So I'm looking at the clock. And guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
And they have just enough time for a catch.
It's good! Wow. He did it!
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, doesn't get any better than that.
What a finish. It takes nerves of steel to knock down a shot like that. Woo.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers pulling it out. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up. And so for Richard Jefferson.
Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Golden State will get the first possession. Outside Butler. Curry looking it over. Three-pointer. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game. A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Drives to the hoop. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Steph with a great job there of just getting to the and one opportunity, the timing of his shot, and knowing when the defense is coming at him to draw contact.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Fred VanVleet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Looney. Shoots over Şengün. Back to Green. Three-pointer. Rockets with a rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Back to Looney. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now here's Brooks. Down low. Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Left side Butler. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trail by 10. Thompson right side. Brooks left side. To win the drought. Here's Şengün. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there. Getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Dillon Brooks.
Curry excellent at reading the defense and taking advantage of any mistake.
Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
Here's Butler. After the basket by Houston. Misses from short range. Green up top. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
And fighting his way through. Green not afraid in there with the big boys.
The three from Curry. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's VanVleet. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Curry. 10 points for him. Stolen by VanVleet. Outside, Green. And it's all from three-point range. The Warriors lead by 4. Here's Butler. Oh, he buries the 20-footer.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
And here is Green. Pass to Van Vliet. Outside, Green. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And that does it for the first quarter. The Warriors on top.
14. The Rockets. 8.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Basketball.
The Warriors lead by 6. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred Van Vliet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. Now here's Whitmore. No points so far. Eason inside. It's Eason with the jam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
To the paint. Here's Green.
If he can get his steps together, Draymond Green will throw it down.
Rockets trail by 4. Right side Whitmore. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, Brad, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Now here's Curry. 10 points for him. Can't hit from in close. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Over to the left wing. Thompson outside. Back to Eason. He nails it, and we're tied.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Both teams making some changes here. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Here's Curry. 10 points for him. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Oh, it's blocked by Green.
I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
Curry gets the bucket.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
On the wing, Green. Green's feeling it at the arc.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Now Curry. 12 points for him. Butler on the wing. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Rockets trail. Brooks with it. Soft touch off the glass.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
And a deep. Three from Curry. It's rebounded by Şengün.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Butler with the ball. Green picks him up. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Throws it up high. The slam from Green. What a finish.
Come on, man. Green. Wow. The guard throwing down the alley-oop.
Shot to stop the run. And the layup by Butler. Butler's got 7 points. Houston in the lead. Brooks outside. Pass to Thompson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Thompson's gotten his second bucket.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
And here's Butler. It's stolen by Green. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Outside, Green. 1 second left. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for Houston. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. The Rockets lead by 8. Green going right at the rim. And it's hammered home by Green.
Talk about using that speed. Green to the rim with ease.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Outside for Brooks. They get it back. Thompson outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Warriors trail by 10. At Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times. Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Brooks outside. Now here's Şengün. Looney grabs a miss. Pass to Butler. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson with it. Green picks him up. Thompson outside. Şengün with it. Clock at 6. Now Green. Shoots a fadeaway. Drops in the 3. Green's got 16 points.
And right now, Green's got the hot hand, and it would be wise to keep going to him.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. All right, the Rockets making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Curry. 12 points for him. They still need this. Out to Hield. Right side Curry. Thompson with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And this is why Green's guys encourage him to attack, because it puts the defenses in compromising situations.
It's both from the stripe. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too. The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Warriors trail by 19. To the left side wing. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Looney. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
The other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
The Rockets lead by 19. Out to Thompson. The three ball. Looney grabs a miss. And the Warriors with possession here. And here's Kuminga for three. He buries it from three.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Thompson with a screen. And it's Green off the drive.
This is Green at his best. Electric off the bounce. And a great, great finisher.
Pass to Hield. From behind the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Hield's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Back to Curry. Right side, Hield. Outside Moody. To the wing on the left. 5 on the clock. Right side, Hield. Looney. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, Looney opens up the offense here. You're just getting some bonus points from him. And that's helping out when he knocks down Jays.
Up top, Şengün. Outside for Green. It's stolen by Curry. And they're running. Jumps up. Blocked. And they get it back. Out to Hield. Knocks it loose. And it's stolen by Van Vliet. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And so it's Houston liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They just can't miss.
The Rockets, 48.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Warriors trail by 15. Outside Curry. Looney. It's hauled in by Houston. Whitmore with it. Now Podziemski defending. Outside Eason. And he's going for the oop here. In transition, here come the Warriors. Here's Jackson Davis. Holiday grabs the miss. The Rockets lead by 15. It's Eason with the jam.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. What a rookie year for Brandon Podziemski. A seamless transition into the league.
You talk about a guy who could come in and contribute right away. I remember the stretch last year. He had 3 straight games with double-doubles without a turnover. Now that's some heady play for a rookie. Podziemski, he's got a great calmness and a great demeanor about him, but always willing to make the next play.
Outside Whitmore. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Van Vliet. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Butler.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Curry from deep three-point land. Smith with the rebound. The kick out. Curry. Pass to Green. Butler on the wing. The 3. Unable to get that one.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Fires from the line. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
more of an instinctual play right there from Draymond. Just anticipated that. He knows where that miss is going. Look, his guys don't miss much, but he gets the ones they do.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Butler on the wing. Butler can't get that one to fall.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there. Now, the defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Here's Whitmore. Pajemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 13. Şengün with a steal. Outside Eason. Smith left side. Pass to Şengün. The shot's good. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
1:56 left in the fourth. Now Butler takes a three. He's off on that one.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Pass to Brooks. Şengün in the post. It's stolen.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Rockets.
And, of course, they really dominate. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Now here's Young. Driving in. Uses the glass on the layup. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game. As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Picked up by Okongwu. Young on the attack. And Anunoby pulls it down.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Gets the three to fall. Brunson's got 5.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
To the wing, right side. And here's Okongwu for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. Here's Towns. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
Back to Daniels. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
All right, now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Quinn Snyder.
We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
And Allie, thanks. And Towns has got the ball here for the Knicks. They trail by 3. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Right side, Young. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Gay. Picked up by Okongwu. Just 5 to shoot. And here's LeVert. Over Brunson. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Here's Anunoby. Stolen by Young. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the game here. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
Pass to Daniels. Outside Young. The Hawks need to get one up here. Gay misses. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 4-point game. Hart can't hit. On offense, here are the Hawks. Here's Gay. And Atlanta misses again. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Brunson. To end the drought. Okongwu with the rebound.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
On the wing, Daniels. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Here's Young. Okongwu controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Towns. The rebound by the Hawks. Outside Young. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Here's Daniels. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Daniels has got 5 now. He got it up. And so it's Atlanta up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've had incredible success. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Brunson. And it's Niang with the rebound. The Hawks lead by 8. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
To the paint. Hart. LeVert with a rebound. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Knicks trail by 8. Bridges, right side. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, the agility of Bridges, working around the impact of the foul to get his shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That's good from Bridges. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so... great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
LeVert outside. Here he goes. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Well, LeVert is willing to put his body on the line, doing whatever it takes to get past the foul and score.
And the Hawks making a change here. Atlanta shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that player.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? And Brunson, here we go. And it's Niang with the rebound. The Hawks lead by 6. Pass to Matthews. Back to Niang. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's LeVert. Anunoby covering. Niang a screen. Shoots from the line. They get the rebound. 2 points. That one goes. Niang's got his first basket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Brunson with it. Now Levert defending. It's deflected. Atlanta shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And the free throw, no good. And sixth man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
There's Young with the three. The rebound by Bridges.
2 minutes remaining in the
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Pass to Matthews. The three. It's rebounded by New York.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Out to Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Launches a three. .119 left in the first half of this game. Here's Bridges. The layup off target. Outside Anunoby. To the inside. Here's Brunson. The rebound by Matthews. Atlanta leading by 6. Outside Young. Pass to Daniels. Fades back. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Knicks trail by 6. Outside Hart. Outside Brunson. Back to Hart. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Foul beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
That one misses. And the second free throw is good. Young with it. Three-pointer. Oh, the lethal three ball of Young.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Can't hit that one. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. And more NBA action on 2K. Sports coming your way right after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Outside Hart. There's the double with Okongwu. Anunoby for 3. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie.
And Trae Young's attitude on the floor is so striking. He's got this unbreakable edge to him. He's super competitive and is ready to scrap with you.
Here's Hart. And Okongwu with the block. Young with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Knicks trail by 9. Pass to Hart. Rebounded by Daniels. You wonder if they could push this lead to double digits.
Ooh, with the way they're playing, there's no reason to think they can't.
A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Towns has got the ball here for the Knicks. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And he banks in the layup.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Pass to Okongwu. Lots of room. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Okongwu's got 10.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Stan, you're a longtime coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jackhammer.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach. And, Coach, with Okongwu adding a 3 to his game, it's hard to keep him off the floor now.
It is, Brian, and he can do a lot for a team when he plays. He can now spread out the floor. He can guard multiple positions. But the main thing Okongwu does is he is all over the glass.
Pass to Robinson. Fires the 3. Gay with a rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Daniels. Here's Young. Drills the baseline jumper. He's got 9.
I really like that from Young. Hitting that tweener shot, making them guard you all around the floor.
Here's Anunoby. And Young pulls it down.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
They set the screen. Inside. Gay. The kick out to Young. To the middle. Pass to Okongwu. They get it back. The putback is no good. Knicks trail by 11.
Team seconds. Substitution on the court.
Here's Brunson. He's got 7. Bridges down low. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. On the push. Here comes Atlanta. A minute 29 left in the third quarter. And Jalen Brunson gets